Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, if you can tell by the trees and everything around me here, winter is coming. We're just getting into the fall season, so something that should be kind of on some people's lists if you don't have them already are some all-weather floor mats up here in Minnesota. They are a necessity. So Real Truck has sent me some Husky floor liners, everything from the front ones to the rear for a crew cab half-ton Silverado, and a truck bed mat, which I've actually never used before. I'm pretty used to spraying bed liners, but the concept seems pretty sound. I definitely lean that way, maybe over a carpeted one for as far as just weather and being able to pull it out and clean it. Same exact reasons why you'd want a floor liner inside your vehicle. So excited to check all these out. My truck I had to pay extra when I purchased the truck for all-weather floor mats. There was some like weather protection package with everything from wheel well liners, spray and I don't know. It was a package deal. So obviously I've been okay for the last few years with that, but it does create a good opportunity to compare, because if you're in the market for some all-weather floor liners, you're probably looking at some of the factory ones and hopefully checking out Real Truck to see what they've got too. So price would obviously be a factor, but performance, coverage, ease of removal to clean out, those are all kind of important things to me. So I'll be sure to check those out and give you guys my honest opinion too. So let's get into it. This is Truck Ownership 101. I'm Spencer Elbach. Class is now in session. As always, before we get started, big shout out to Real Truck for sponsoring this video. They sent me all these parts for free, so full disclosure. At the end of this video, if you decide you like them, or if you just want to check Real Truck out, see all the great products that they have to offer you guys, please follow the link either in the description of the video, or I'll pin a link to these products in the top comments. So doing that won't affect your prices. It does let them know that you came from me, so it kind of helps support the channel. I do get a little bit of commission if you ultimately purchase anything, but yeah, it just helps support the channel and lets them know that sending me stuff is working. So if you do value me getting my hands on this stuff, being able to compare stuff, giving you my honest, unbiased opinion, I'll let you know what I like about each of these most and why. So if you value that, taking that extra second to click on those links really helps. And thank you guys so much for the support. And again, thank you, Real Truck. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at, so again, these are the factory ones. They come in some packages, or you can just purchase them on your own. Pros, they obviously fit really good. I'm happy with the overall fitment of things in here. Protection does go pretty high up the sidewalls there. So again, muddy boots or snowy boots up here in Minnesota, you are going to bump across those once in a while. One thing that I think these are going to have that nobody else is going to be able to touch is some of the branding stuff. And you probably will actually pay extra. There'll probably be different versions. Last time I was on Chevy's website, there were different versions to get whatever branding and stuff. So for a premium, these are probably the most expensive option you can pick, but that does look pretty sharp. So I'll give them credit there. For the rear, now I've got this really cool storage system. I'm not sure if this is locked or not. No, good. So because I've had car seats, for the last 4 years since I've owned this truck, being able to flip this up to get at any storage solution has not been an option. So this drawer slide system, I think it's DZ. I can link it. I've been really happy with that. I suppose I can show you. It comes about at least 2/3 of the way out, so I can still get access to all my stuff. Pulls out both directions. But what's going to make this really fun, there we go, is getting this out while that's attached. That's going to be an extra project. Hopefully you guys won't have to fight with. But getting towards the floor liners again, Chevy for some reason likes to do two-piece systems, and I think it's a potential area for moisture to get into. It never looks good. Like you can see that one there. I've fixed that enough times to where I've just given up on it and just let that be. But yeah, two-piece systems just look ugly to me. Coverage, obviously, from the factory. Yeah, you're gonna be really happy with that. like I said, I've got kids that are testing that to the max. So, but yeah, I'm really hoping that's an area of improvement that the Husky liners can make over factory. Obviously, they sell these for all the different makes and models. If you have bench seats that go across, I know Chevy on their all-weather floor mats will do the same thing, have that separator in the middle. So again, I guess I haven't actually looked at Huskies for the front, but if the backs, they're avoiding the seam or the two-piece system that connects together, I could only imagine that they're doing the same thing for the front. So points for Husky there if you want to avoid that ugly seam. So anyway, let's get into removing these factory ones, getting these unboxed, putting them in. Obviously I can throw the truck bed mat in. That's pretty straightforward. I've got my bed all cleared out, so we can just throw that in. I'm a little nervous about like moisture collecting on top of it. I do have a canister style bed cover, and those have drainage tubes. So I just kind of have them routed to the front of the bulkhead there. There's some drain holes and stuff. So if the mat blocks those, we'll see how that comes across, but that could be a potential issue. I do like how thick this will be. So it's actually, as far as protection, dropping, banging heavy things down on there, that could actually be a plus too. So let's get the old mats out. Let's get these unboxed, get the new mats in, and take it from there. I'm not gonna lie, when I was coming up with this idea for a video, I just saw this and kind of last minute threw it in. But honestly, this is probably my favorite thing. Like, that just feels so solid, fits so perfectly. The black just looks amazing in the truck. The fact that I can drag this out, and like, you know, if you didn't have a bed liner, it would be a no-brainer. But like, I know I've got a bed liner, so it's kind of putting a hat on a hat, but it's also like soft, and like if you're throwing things in there, things bouncing around, if I've got something I need to protect, I'm always throwing blankets and wrapping things around, sliding stuff. Like, this material, the bed liner surface, is so slippery. Like, this is grippy. This is, you know, grippy rubber. Like, I've got this tool, which they have on Real Truck as well. This kind of grabbing tool. When I'm buying groceries and stuff, I can count on cases of pop, gallons of milk, everything sliding way to the back. This actual grip tackiness is gonna help that a lot. What I actually do sometimes is, if I'm thinking of it, I'll throw that acrossways, so things here hopefully won't slide to the back. But like I just, if I've got something that's, you know, metal, I don't want to get scratched up, or something fragile, like this is thick, soft, grippy. I feel really good about that. I'm keeping that for sure. I was worried about drainage in the front, especially with my canister style cover, but there's still, you know, the crack is still there on the front. I've got my hoses going to that, and that's pretty rare. I got to be like just parked in the rain or at a car wash for those to really fill up. Most of the time water's just shedding off the back of this anyway. So no, that is great. I would highly recommend that. If you don't have a spray and bed liner at all, and you don't want to get your bed all scratched up and everything too, that's a no-brainer win right there. How you can tell that is perfectly fit to fit this exact truck bed. You can't get any better than that. That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about the rear floor liners now that I got them pulled out of the vehicle and laying side by side here. First, as a note, you can see how there's extra material back here. Mine originally did come with extra material back there, and there was a soft under-seat storage thing here, really small, shallow, but what they do is they have you, there's some lines on the bottom that you actually cut around to fit that. When you purchase these, there's options and things you can select whether you have that or not, if you have that under-seat storage. So the fact that I don't, but I have that other drawer slide system, I'm hoping I'll just use these, then lay that drawer system on top, and then I'll actually have coverage underneath. So for my very unique situation, these are going to be better. As far as overall feel, I'll change my camera here again. Similar story. As far as thickness, they both feel pretty good. I would say maybe these are a little thicker, and again, that little bit more rigid, which I think I like a little more. These feel a little bit more floppy, but that can follow contours and stuff. As far as durability, these are guaranteed for life, as they very much advertise. Again, the fact that there's not a seam to these is going to make these already a landslide winner in my book. I thought this was ugly. They don't stay stuck together. It's a potential fail point. And again, if you have a bench seat across, you're going to have the same problem if you go with the factory ones. Like I said, with my bucket seats, I don't have to worry about that in the front. But yeah, I am already liking these a whole lot better. It's just as far as the coverage. And like I said, the same thing for what I've got going in the back there too. Low profile and everything is going to look really sharp, I think. So overall, I would say these, if you're going with something for your back seats, if you've got kids like I do that are just trashing the back, like thank goodness I have these seat covers, because they are working this space here. So the fact that I can have nice coverage all the way through there is going to be a game changer for me. I'm really looking forward to that. All this stuff that got through the initial covers, or the floor mats, I guess, is a problem. So yeah, let's throw the new ones on. We've got the before for the rear. Let's see the after with the Husky liners. I know I still got to put my storage thing in, but if you didn't have a storage thing, that is awesome. Like, let's flip this up. And of course, I love my children. And you can see how, like, just smooth, flat, that not having that seam down the middle. For, like, if you're actually able to not have car seats like I do, and you can actually flip these up to put things in here, this is by far better than what the factory gives you. Great coverage, even like I said, coming out here beyond what the factory ones would get to about here. And that is a stepping point for my kids for sure. And like the raised up lip on the side, like, so with winter and snow melt and everything, you're gonna get moisture beating around through here, and giving that the only exit point being off the side of the truck when the doors are open is gonna be a win. The lip all the way through here from the back side, that's awesome. And like I said, if you have that storage unit here, you can get a cutout version, or like just cut it yourself. Yeah, these don't have any lines to follow. They got the nice grip, so these aren't sliding around. Those are fantastic. I am not taking these out for sure. I'm going to put my storage unit back in here and ride these for the remainder of this truck. These are awesome. The front, I'm a little torn. Like, the fact that the branding didn't match surprises me a little bit. These do have better protection. If I didn't have the other ones, for sure, these are great. If you don't have what's the point of this video? Come on, Nelbach. But if you don't have any floor mats, all-weather floor mats, you don't already have the overpriced ones from the factory, I've got a tough decision, don't I? But no, these are fantastic. I'd highly recommend them. Check out the links on Real Truck. They can get you to your exact make model. If you have a heavy-duty truck, actually, I was looking at the serial numbers on these, they're actually the exact same. But depending on your brand, they've got exactly what you need. Like I said, the factory ones, I think the fronts maybe do win, but they're more expensive, and why would I want just the fronts if the backs are better anyway? So definitely recommend these Husky ones, made in America, guaranteed for life, as their branding all over the place suggests. So you can't go wrong with them. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe to the channel. I get more awesome stuff from Real Truck to make cool videos on. Love it if you kept watching these videos and supporting me here too. So till next time, class dismissed.